Oisín, it's been a really interesting championship so far, but I'm sure you're just delighted to be in the quarter-final.
Yeah, we were delighted, to get straight through the quarter-final and avoid that preliminary round. I think it's well publicised this time of year that any time you can avoid a game and then that 3 weeks in a row is a major benefit.
Like, a great time for Armagh. Every game, there's a real buzz, there's excitement, huge crowds. It must be brilliant to be an Armagh footballer.
Yeah, it's brilliant, and especially last year, seeing the joy that we brought to so many people who maybe thought that they wouldn't see that a game was brilliant, but then the young people, it's so good to see all the young people in Armagh so passionate about football again, and the buzz is definitely back.
Like, that perseverance that you showed, he had, I suppose, so many heartbreaks, penalty losses that were very unfortunate, but you kept coming back for more.
Yeah, we're a tight-knit group, and it's probably something that Kieran has put into us for a long time, that resilience and that drive, and when you're doing what you love and you're doing with a lot of your best friends, it's very straightforward, and it's easy to keep coming back.
The depth of the panel, Oisín, is really something that's been significant, especially in the last 2 or 3 years.
Yeah, every night you go to training, it's going to be hugely competitive to see who makes the 15 and the 26 on a match day, and that's probably what has prepared us well for big games in the past, is the strength of our panel and our A versus B games.
Growing up, Oisín, who influenced you in the club? You came from a hugely successful club. But
yeah, obviously you have your family, your parents who take you to all those big games for Crossmaglen and for Armagh, through the noughties and into the 2010s with Cross, really successful. And then obviously whenever you have family members who are involved in those teams, my uncle Oisín, he played for Armagh in 02 and right through. So they've all been big influences on my career.
Like, football was always on the agenda.
Yeah, I don't think, Dad played for Armagh and Louth as well, and then you had it on Mum's side too. Oisín and Jim played for Armagh, so I don't think there was much choice on what else we were going to do.
But I'm sure it's not something you reflect on too much while you're playing, but to play inter-county at such a good level for Armagh alongside your brother, it's a huge achievement.
Yeah, obviously Rain's there and have cousins on both sides, Kieran McGeeney and Callum O'Neill, so but like I said already, the whole group is like a big family, and we're really close and spend a lot of time together, so you get to develop great friendships with lots of players.
The group you had, obviously a very tough group, but to get the 4 points early was important. I know you weren't playing against Galway yourself, but it was key to get a good start.
Yeah, no, look, we were delighted whenever we played Dublin here in Croke Park. When the result came in the Galway Derry game, we knew that it was basically a shootout then for who would top the group, and thankfully we got over the line that day. Now, we were disappointed with a lot of aspects of our play against Galway the last day, but hopefully we'll be able to tidy them up for the quarter-final.
Finally, Oisín, Kieran McGeeney's influence on this Armagh group throughout the past decade.
Yeah, look, Geezer's a leader, as so many people know. We've been so lucky that he's been with us on this journey and that he's brought in a great coaching team around him, and we just hope to repay the faith that he has in us every day we go out in the pitch.
Best of luck for the rest of the championship.